Okay. Hey, everybody. You guys don't know what I have to go through to get this together, but I'm here. I want to thank you guys for tuning in and checking out, see what I have to talk about. And uh, the best way to do it is just to jump head first, because you know how sometimes you want to pre-record things and then be like, all right, I'm going to post this because it's good. But no, I'm just going to go just live for you today. And if you're doing the replay, thank you for watching. Definitely, if you learned something, share it. I hope I am looking at what I'm supposed to be looking at. Okay. Okay, so what I wanted to talk to you about today, look at me tripping over my words, is definitely accomplishing your goals with strong intentions. And whenever I, put a word to something that I'm doing, I always look up what the definition is. And with intentions, it's a purpose. And you guys have seen a lot of my posts where I share my goals with the company I'm in, and how I set a certain amount that I want to sell that campaign, and absolutely I just go past that goal. And whenever I post things and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna demolish this goal, because a lot of people say crush, but I want to demolish it. And when I looked up what demolishing it meant, was it's an overwhelming defeat. So if I have a goal, I'm going to just overwhelmingly just tear it up, just knock it out. And that's what happened. I had, just to share a quick story, I set my goal on a certain amount. So last year in sales, I was like over $5,000 away. And I'm like, okay, well, with this goal, can I do it? And I'm like, all right, well, I believe I can do it. I'm just going to do it. And I just did a lot of communication, a lot of, talking with my customers and with my team members, and, well, my team members being my helpers, and just let them know this is what we want to do. And we set forth to do it, and we really did demolish it. Like, we went way over goal, and we did it like less than 2 months, which for me, that was that's unheard of, because whenever I had my other goals previously, it took me a little while. Okay, baby. Yeah, you gotta love it live. Yes, baby. Yes, baby. You want to say hi to everybody? Because it's live. And when you're working from home and you're a mama, this is real. You got your babies with you. Say hi to everybody. Hi. Okay. So long story short, I really accomplished what I wanted to, plus more. And then the other parts I wasn't even looking at was like the recognition and, the congrats that came with it, because that wasn't my purpose. My purpose was just to hit the goal, and just going beyond that, I've been able to share my story several times in the company, which has been awesome. So one thing so there's a few tips I wanted to hit as far as what your goals. One being is, what do you want? You really have to have a clear mind on what you want to do. For instance, one story is like when we wanted to relocate out of Philadelphia. And that could be a little table conversation amongst friends and family. Like, yeah, one day I'm going to move out of Philly. But what are you doing to, start the steps to make that move? And what I started doing was I would go to the state that I wanted to live in, which I'm at now, and I would do my shopping there. I did my banking there. I would go on day trips, weekend trips, and just take in where I wanted to live. Like, I would take long walks and take in the sun and just be like, oh, I could so live here. I would drive down, to, was it 495? And I'd be like, oh, this would be my commute back and forth, oh, I could go to work and I could do this. And I just saw myself where I wanted to live. And then what my sister-in-law and I, we started to do, we just moved forward in faith. So we talked to each other. I'm like, well, could I do this? Could I live here? And she's like, yeah, girl, you can do whatever. That wasn't her exact words, but you can do it. And by, having that support and also having the goal that I wanted, I just began to work on it. So I began to pack up all our things, and I didn't care how long it was going to take. I just began to pack in faith, just believing that I'm going to move out of Philly. And I remember we had the boxes stacked all the way up, and my husband looking like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm moving, and I'm going to be out of here by the summer. So it took about a good year to find where we wanted to live. And I mean, diligent searching. I got in touch with realtors. We went house to house. I think I've seen every house where in this state, I've seen every house that they have out here. And I looked and I just searched with diligence because my intentions, I'm moving and I'm going to move by the summer of, at that time, it was the summer of, what was it? Oh, goodness. It was 5 years ago. So, but with that, I just kept looking. And then and I got to the point where I just got frustrated and I stopped looking. And, when you're working on a goal, I don't tell you to quit. I'm, all for, get it done. But I think I got to the point where it was just like, oh, enough. And when I got to that moment, this house that we're in currently popped up on the market again. And it was available. And I was like, oh my gosh, I got to go see it. And sure enough, I went and came to look at the house. Before I made the appointment, I looked all around the house and I just began to say, this is where I'm living. This is my street. And then I went in the yard and I looked at the house from the back and I'm like, oh, it's beautiful. Look at the deck. Look at this. Oh, this is so good. And then I made my appointment. And I came to see the house from the inside and I was in love and I had to have it. And, God made the way and the process just began. And, we just kept working on it, doing the classes, doing whatever we needed to do to get here. And sure enough, we're in it. And we've been here for 5 years. So what the thing is what do you want? This is what I wanted. I wanted to relocate and I wanted to live here. So could I do it? Yes. And we began to work on the process of getting it. Next thing is don't worry about how long it takes to do it. And that's one thing that, your mind plays against you is that, it'll take me 5 years or it'll take me 2 years. It'll take me a year. If you're granted that lifespan, you're going to live another year, another 2 years, another 5 years. So that time is going to pass by anyway. So why waste it on wishing you could do it? And it's, work on actually doing it. Because who would have known that, almost 5 years later, I would be in the company that I am in. And when I first joined, I was like, look, I'm just going to rock it out. I'm going all in. I'm not doing this just, as a hobby. And look how far I've come since, starting in 2012. But definitely time is not the factor. Don't make excuses because I've made a lot of excuses why I didn't want to do videos. I made a lot of excuses like, oh, I wish I just do that. No, you just do it. You're just going to have to do it. It's just something you got to do. You got to do it with a lot of just unction, like they say, unction to function. It's a lot of fear going on right now. You just don't know, but I'm doing it. I'm getting it done, so whatever goal that I want to do, I'm doing it. So definitely time is not the issue. Don't let somebody say you're too old to do this. When that girl told me yesterday, oh, you look good for your age. I'm like, what? But regardless, whatever I want to do, I'm doing it. So I'm in a class with a 25 and a 21-year-old. So what? 38, looking good, doing what I got to do. So I just was like, regardless, it's not about age. It's not about how long you allow things not to happen for you. You just got to start today. You just got to get it done. I remember I had such a big obstacle in my way. And I'm like, well, how do I do this? And at the time I was talking to my bishop and he was like, you know what? You just have to do it. Like, there's no way of like trying to figure it out, right? I have so many books that I've written things in and it doesn't matter. You just have to get started. You just have to go forward. So, you got to make the choices, what did I say? You got to make the choices, and whether you choose not to get started or you choose to do it, be right back. My baby's waking up. Hold on. I told you it's live. I had to get the baby. Okay. Because I was trying to do this while he was napping, but he's up now. Okay. So, also, a thing of wishes versus goals. You know how you wish you was 10 pounds lighter, or you wish that, you began, like, let's say you don't know how to ride a bike yet, or you haven't driven a car yet. You just wish that one day you could do it. You just have to do it. You just have to get started on it. Because you can dream all you want, but it doesn't make it a reality. So let's say I have a dream for a certain goal. I'm writing that down. And then I figure out the steps that it takes to get it. You know, and that's just it on that. If it doesn't scare you, if you're not uncomfortable, it's really not a big enough goal. Like if I'm just like, all right, well, I just want to, I don't know, lose 2 pounds. That's not a big enough goal for me. It's not something that I feel as though like I could be like, yeah, 2 pounds. No, you really gotta, okay, I'm gonna set it. I'm gonna do my 20 pounds and I'm gonna really work hard for that. And I'm not just gonna keep sitting around talking about it like, oh, I wish I, was 20 pounds lighter. No, you really just have to get, started and going on it. So it's going to make you uncomfortable. So in order to lose 20 pounds, I'm going to have to sweat. I'm going to have to lift the weights. I'm going to have to eat better. I'm talking to myself, okay? I have to eat better. I have to do what I have to do. And it might not be comfortable not having those milkshakes or having those burgers that I like or going to Chick-fil-A. That may not be, that's not comfortable not having my fast food, but I have to let it go in order to get the weight off. So whatever goal you have, it's going to sting, it's going to hurt, but you have to put in the hard work to get where you want to go. Because if you keep down the path of wishing, you're just going to stay where you are. And it's just going to still eat at you like, I could have done this by now. Like, really, I could have lost the weight I wanted by now, but I just kept having these comfy cheat days and something's wrong with me. But I'm going to get it together. Don't y'all judge me. Another thing is, don't worry about people who laugh at you, people who make fun of you, people going to say you can't do it. Oh, my God. And family and friends that really wish well of you, but yet they in their minds thinking, yeah, you're not going to do this. You're going to fail. Oh, my whole life with that. And I'm telling you, whenever I wanted to do something and somebody told me I couldn't do it or you're not going to do it, that really was that fire and that fuel that really set me, like, propelled me where I wanted. Like, I shared weeks back about the people who said, oh, you're just like this person I know. Oh, with this business you're doing, you're just like them. No, I'm not. And I showed you I'm not. But, you have to have that posture. You have to have that attitude that whatever you want to do and other people don't believe you can do it, you got to show them you did it. And you don't have to, beat on your chest. You don't have to, let the world know with a bullhorn. You let the numbers show. You let your results show. And then once you do that, don't stay there. Celebrate for that time and then move forward to the next goal. Because I'm telling you, there are people that don't want you to make it, but you have to show them, no, I'm going to do this. And I'm going to do this superbly. And I'm going to do this beyond what you thought I could do. So definitely let them laugh. You know what? Let the people laugh. Just give them something to talk about while they're laughing. That's it. Okay. And also with accomplishing a big goal or any goal, have a great support team. I cannot tell you how having a good team just really helps you. Because during those months that I really had that really huge goal, sales goal, I called my mom, I called my friends, I called, my mentor. I was like, I need your prayers. I'm not playing. This is something I want to do. And I really need your support on this. And, as far as the praying, and, I didn't beg anybody. I didn't say, please buy from me. I'm so behind. No, I didn't do none of that. I asked for the support spiritually. Like, I need you guys. I need God's guidance. This is my number. And I was very honest, very detailed with it, what it is. This is my number. This is what I need to do. And from that, they was like, well, you got it. Whatever you want, you got it. And when you feel that agreement, when you feel that you got it, you're unstoppable. There's nothing you can't do. I'm telling you, you're so unstoppable. So unstoppable. And you just got to keep going forward. Keep building the momentum. Keep going. Like, once you start, don't stop. Don't quit. Don't get tired. And life is going to happen. Life happens when we're working on our goals, working on our dreams, working on where we want to be. But you cannot allow life to stop everything that you're trying to do, because you're trying to get a better life for you and your children, for your family, or whatever your goal is, like to get your health together. You want to be here for your children. You want to be here for your husband or your wife. You have to get your life together. You have to get started. And, and there's a lot of things that can really help. Definitely writing it down, number one, getting that clear idea, that clear thought, what you want to do. And then once you have that, don't let it sit in your notebook. Don't put your notebooks on the bookshelf. I cannot tell you how many notebooks I got. But don't let it sit there. You got to really work on it. Write it down like, okay, this is what I wanted to be by this time, but it didn't happen. But I'm on my way. It's it's compounding just on top of each other. Like every daily thing that you're doing is building upon where you want to go. So I know I can share this with you guys that I really wanted to hit, my goal by the end of first quarter. And that's within this 3-month span. But it didn't happen, but I am so close. And to share a quick story, like I'm really like just by focusing on one task, I actually started building towards other tasks, which is crazy because I just wanted to hit a certain sales level by a certain time. And in doing so, I made not national, but divisional lists that I never thought I would be on. And I said that in one of my posts that I've looked at this list and looked for friends that I've known or people that I've kind of seen at big rallies or events, but never thought my name was going to be on there. And my name has been on there 3 straight campaigns. Number 1 on increase, which is crazy. And then, I've been varying in number on the sales, but nonetheless, I'm in the top 100. So never thought I would be there, but my focus was on one thing. So one thing I can encourage you is that whatever your goal is, work on it with all your heart and put your mind to it. Don't stop until you get it. Another example, because my whole life I've been like this with making goals and just going for it. I wanted to learn how to skate backwards, and I remember we were at a church skating party, and we always had those, and they were so much fun. And I did not keep going around in the circle like everybody else. I went in the middle, because I'm like, I want to learn how to backwards skate, and I'm not going to beg nobody to teach me. I'm just going to, do it. So I got in the middle, and then I would just go like kind of propel myself back, and I started, doing my little leg like woo, and I fell or maybe wobbled a bit, but I got up and I kept going, and then I would stay in the middle, and I stayed in the middle the entire time. Everybody else going around, didn't matter to me. I'm not watching everybody else. I had a goal. My goal was to learn how to backwards skate, and I stayed in the center until I made that happen. And then the next time we had the skating party, backwards skaters, I was with them. We were all skating together. I may not have been the fastest one, but I was doing it. So, that just goes to show you that, whatever you desire to do, you're going to do it. Anything that's like a wish that you're like, well, one day I'll do it, you're not going to do it. You have to set a time on it. You got to really put your determination and your mind behind it. You have to see it. You have to just really focus a lot on what you want. If I didn't focus so much on moving and relocating, I would still be where we were. And I wasn't happy there. I wanted to raise my children in a peaceful place, not where there's a lot of violence and things. I didn't want that for my babies. So I'm like, look, I want to move. Let's do this. And I immersed myself here. Like I said earlier, I did everything I needed to do to get here. So, I just had to share this, this is something I know a lot about, definitely goals, because ever since I was a little girl, I had my goals. Oh my goodness, I had my goals. And I wrote them down, even when I didn't even understand how this works. I wrote it down. And, I just wanted to encourage you guys. I really do. Don't think that, oh, I'm too young, I got plenty of time, or I'm too old, my time has passed. Whatever you want to do, you just got to get started. Get up and get started. Get up, get dressed, get made up, put your hair on, do what you got to do, and get started. Just do it. Absolutely do it. And don't let anybody talk you out of it. Don't let them tell you that it's impossible, because it's not. All right, so I want to thank you all for watching. I want to thank you all for the love, and definitely, those that are going to do the replay, thank you so much. Thank you. If it helped you, definitely share it, and share something in the comments. Definitely a goal that you want to do, and you got my support 100%. But definitely, it's just when you set your goal, set it with the intention to complete it. Do not quit. Don't, allow anybody to laugh at you and get you unmotivated. Do what you got to do. All right, guys, have a happy and very blessed Friday. Cousin T, say bye. Say we love you. Bye. And Max says bye. All right, bye-bye.